Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Let's Try of This Is the Police. Now, This Is the Police is what I know is basically police simulation management game. So, you're given a task force, and you're supposed to go do things and try to keep police officers alive. And it's just a police simulation game. So, I figured I'd want to try it with you guys, and let's go ahead and start this new game. All right, day one, July 15th, Monday. So Golden Bird. Okay, these are different newspapers. Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. The fact says Mark War 2 to be shown in Freiburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation. Go to work. What a great first try.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freiburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
Okay. Oh, there's still more.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm going to have to do something. I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
Courtroom, it looks like. Some kind of
I learned a
judge.
long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
Fight?
Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Okay. Are we starting? Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Let's go with the mayor discussed it with me. Mr. Mayor Rogers told me that once a fresh face. Wait, Mayor Rogers told me that once a fresh face running Freebird PD. So no, it didn't come as a surprise. That he wants a fresh face, I guess. Do you know the name of your successor? No. Of course not. I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, what would change? Would that change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? No comment. Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've got to say, no comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be a reason behind your retirement? Let's go with definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Whoa. Oh,
As soon as I heard the door
gosh.
close, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Oh.
This morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
Whoa. Shots fired.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances
Drugs.
to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me.
Oh, that's a threat, I think.
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
Walk out that door.
And quit smoking at the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Okay. Oh.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
They have no
Troy
faces.
Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Whoa, you just interrupted him getting some fun time. Day 2. Duckboard only. Assholes join mafia. Cleanliness of city streets increased by 20%. Francis Kendrick could replace Jack Boyd. Oh, nope. Didn't start the first time. I need a new car, that's for sure.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Is that really a ghost? Or?
My deputy,
Oh.
Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered.
Kendrick
I
Lamar.
need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay. let's show me what you got. Okay, so Freeburg PD organized upcoming work assignments to shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considered considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel and might make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw on your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Okay. I guess, okay. Let's start the day. Okay. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before their timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The further away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. The longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Everyday mall. Let's see. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious alleged threat. Particularly risky missions need the officer of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of the weapon and so on, all of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns out into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. So let's see, there's a hit and run at Everyday Mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who had been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. So now let's take Officer Yancey and Officer Asano. That sounds good. What's this button do? Oh, okay. Resume. Okay, there's a fight. The last picture shows theater. Theater manager reports that during a show of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guard. Let's put this person and Austin. Kochi and Austin. Okay, so... Oh, so I think they're going over there. Or right there, actually. Report. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is sometimes criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster. Their sentence will bother Mary even more than living ones. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Okay. I like to hear that. Very, very rainy. Now what about the other people? Where are they going? Right there, I believe. Report. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Let's go. Leveling up. Okay, so it's, like I said, it's a police management game. Okay. Armed robbery. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Oh, whoa. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. We're gonna need our top 2 people for this. And a fight. Can we get it now? Let's take in Asano and Yancey. My brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them. Our security guard is off duty tonight. Yeah. Assault in the ghetto. Passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then run away with his guitar and his money. Let's take you and let's do. I feel like Austin. I feel like you'll be good. You'll be good, Austin. I'm sure of it. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Let's go knock on the door. Fender caught, officers unharmed. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Well, that's what I like to see, I mean. And a report for the fight. Fender caught, officers unharmed. And let's go. Okay, seems like a pretty good day so far. Report on the assault. Offender escaped, officer unharmed. Oh, yeah, I saw that coming. Seems to have alcohol problems. Okay, price. Anything else? Okay, end the day? Yeah, I guess. If you think you'll need a cup for extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime, but if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Sometimes somebody's bound to make a mistake. Shift A, Shift B. What does this even mean? I think we should be good, right? I don't know.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
True.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
Whoa.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
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 Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price.
Whoa.
In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Okay, so that was that. It seems like a pretty interesting game. I mean, I've only, like you guys saw, I only did one day, so I'm most likely going to be doing more episodes, if not a series of this. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.